What's up, DSM tuners and YouTubers? It's Bobby here. I just thought I'd do a video rather than a manual picture update. So the car is now back home after being at the workshop since December, end of December. I was doing a lot of fabrication work, chopping out all the old metal. So the current updates are all of that current metal work is now out. I've just got to finish welding some little bits here, and then all of this can go to powder coating. Then I can reinstall it again and I don't have to take that off anymore. Also, I'm going to re-powder coat my rear subframe on the back, and because I had to sand some of the old paint off to add some threaded bosses on it to hold the rear diffuser, and a jacking pad. I made a couple of jacking pads, one for the front, one for the rear. Just makes it easier to jack up on something. Also currently working on a flange for the automatic transmission. I'm going to be making a stainless version which has got a lower drain and a MPT for a temperature sensor, if so one, which I'll be running on, what side is it? Oh, here, which I've got one here anyway. I know there's another one out there. I just thought, while I've got it out and about, I just want to make one, and then I know that I don't have to ever worry about one again. I didn't really want to run an aluminum one, mainly because if anything happened, it's strength wise, I could up the material to say a 3 or 4 mil, but then you're getting to a weight limit anyway, and then you might as well just go, which I'll be probably doing 2 mil stainless, which will be more than ample enough, and it shouldn't actually gain too much weight versus say a 4 or 5 mil PAM. This is fairly weighty on its own anyway, and I've already gained an extra, I think, half a quart or quarter of a quart just by adding this thing at the bottom. So yeah, that's that. Obviously taking most things out. This has got to be taking out last as well, and I'm just starting to get some wiring together. I've got to wire the 2 fuel pumps, one into the factory wiring setup, and then the other one will be fed into my controller unit so I can control that. Most of the electronic water pump is now fed through this wiring along with a couple of sensors. I've wrapped it in this stuff because I'm running it in between, not over the top this time round. This is for the new Fire Suppression Kit. I decided I didn't like the silver stuff before, so I went with black. I've just got to order a few more of these fittings up so I can run it how I want, because I want to split it here, go off that way, rather than having a whole loop around. It just looked messy. Other than that, there's not much else to report. Inside, I've just got some wiring still. Now, let me open up the door, actually it'll be much easier. So the fan unit is in and it's all plugged in. Just fed it through the side vent, and I've just got to run all the power wires to my control module over here. Most of the inside is done. I do have to figure out at some point a latch release system for the door latch, because at the moment if I have to get out I have to stick my arm through here and it's a pain. So that's something that I haven't actually got around to considering about at the moment. It is on my list, but not just yet. So yeah, this will be that's the subframe I've got to take out. You can see the jacking point, but I had to sand it, and I didn't really like it after I'd knocked it around, so I'm just going to get it repowder coated. So that would be done. And that is pretty much it for a quick update. So that's where it will be all wired into. Eventually I'll be tidying this stuff up, but that's another kind of issue. I hate wiring. It's not the best, but in the long run I'd like to get a new ECU. When I do a new ECU, I'll get a complete car wiring harness done at the same time, but I ain't ready to take on those kind of big projects yet because I've got far too much to do still. Well, not now, I guess it's closer than I've ever been. Wrap's the next thing to buy. I'll be buying my wrap quite shortly, possibly next week even, so I've got it here and I can start wrapping some bits, like the fenders can come off, they can get wrapped. Some of the extra bodywork that I got, which no one's actually seen yet, that can get wrapped, and then yeah, I'll be able to do an unveiling, I don't know, maybe end of March if I can get this thing up and running. It's not much to wire in, but it takes me a long time to do wiring. But no, it's all coming together now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress. It's been a nice day today. Not overly hot, but enough that I can be in a t-shirt. Back at this again tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. Hopefully the following weekend I might be able to get all the powder coated stuff back on. But we'll see. Another update for another time. Cheers, folks.